Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Chug YouTube channel. Today I wanted to share with you the two spaces that I mainly use to share my videos from, the two creative spaces that I use the most when I'm creating videos and content for here on YouTube or anywhere else. So let's get this intro rolling and out the way and then we'll have a look. So what's up everybody, welcome back to the Chug YouTube channel. My name is DJ, I'm a guitarist from the southwest of the UK. Been playing guitar for about 20 years or so now. I play in a band called HollowKin. We're a modern metalcore, groove metal kind of band. We're pretty heavy, but we've got some melody as well. You can check us out on Spotify and anywhere else that you want to consume music, and I'll leave some links down below. With that shameless plug out of the way, I wanted to introduce you to where I'm at right now. This is my little space, really close to where I live. This is called HK Studios. It's a studio that I own and I run, and it's in a little town called Devizes, which is about 30 minutes or so from where I live. And I took this studio over in 2024 in September, and it was an absolute hole of a place. It was a festering pile of... and it was awful. I hated it. We rehearsed here for a little while and then we stopped, and the story goes that I messaged the owner and was like, this is a shithole. No one wants to come here anymore. You've really let it go. Would you be up for selling it? And he said, yes, I haven't got time to come across and maintain it anymore, so you can buy it off me. Months and months and months went past with me messaging him, asking for updates and stuff, and nothing happened. And then eventually he messaged me and he was like, hey man, do you still want to buy it? And I was like, you got 4 weeks. 4 weeks to complete. I'll have it, but you got 4 weeks. No more messing around. And he did. We completed within 4 weeks. So last September 27th, 2024, I took over the studios. I'll put some B-roll over the top of this this little bit that I'm talking over now so you can kind of see what it was like. It was awful. The thing you can't get from the videos though is how bad it smelled, how sticky everything was, the just general mustiness in the air everywhere you went. It was just all a bit damp, very moldy. Nothing worked. PA speakers were broken, PAs were broken, microphones were broken, XLRs were broken, drums needed reskinning, pedals were broken. You get the idea. It was a hole of a place and I hated it so much, but I was so passionate about turning it around, and I have turned it around and I'm incredibly proud of it. I've turned it around with the help of my wife Amy. She's wonderful. She supported me this whole time because it was a big undertaking. It was a huge risk because when I took over there were 2 bands still using the space, and as you can imagine, for a commercial unit like this, 2 bands, it just ain't enough to even cover a week of rent, a day of rent, let alone a whole month. So we had our work cut out, but we've turned it around and I'm very, very, very proud of it. So let me show you around where we're at so you can see where I film some of my videos. If you've been here for a little while, you might have seen me filming some videos from here, and I just thought it'd be interesting to show you what it's all about. So let's check it out. So I fully appreciate this is a little bit of a different video than what I normally do. There's no guitars, there's no gear. I'll put some guitar-y bits in this video just to make it, you know, a little bit normal. Some stuff that I filmed over here and such. But this is the main room, the big room we call it. It's a 2-room rehearsal studio with a reception and a shop and all the rest of it we'll look at in a second. This is the first of our rooms. It's got 2 4x12 guitar cabs, a 4x10 bass amp. We've got a 5-piece Mapex drum kit, a big powerful PA with 2 300-watt speakers, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you'd expect in a rehearsal space like this. And then this right here is our small room. So this is a very similar kind of setup to the other room that we were just in. 2 4x12 guitar cabs, a 2x10 bass amp, a 4-piece drum kit, and again a nice powerful PA with some 10-inch speaker drivers in the PA as well. So it's plenty big enough for like a 5-piece band, which we get in here quite a lot, and it's functional. It works. Both rooms sound great. They're both acoustically treated. They sound really good. They're pretty dead rooms, and they're both fantastically soundproofed as well. This space right out here is our reception area. Again, it might seem like a weird thing that I'm sharing this with you, but it's a big part of my life, and YouTube is becoming a bigger part of my life, and I wanted to kind of share where I'm at in life and kind of what I've got going on. So this is the reception area of the studios. We've got a little humble gear shop over here selling things like guitar strings, Ernie balls, we got Didarios, we got all kinds of different stuff. I've got a big trade account with a few different companies, which is super sick. We got a little tuck shop over here. I've been absolutely raided lately, so as you can see, the fridge is bare and the shelves are empty, but that's all good. That just means that people have been enjoying the stuff that we're providing. There's a little merch shop as well, shamelessly selling HollowKin gear up on the wall up here as well. So we've got a couple of our different designs of our t-shirts available to buy, and that's super cool. Some hangout zones, a bar over here if you want to bring a few drinks along to rehearsal and have a bit of a chill out. That's all good. This is the front of the studios out here, nice and clean, nice and tidy. I think it looks cool. It's got the ivy growing up the side of the walls. It's obvious where you're at when you get here. Super clean, super tidy. I love it. So obviously the other super cool thing about having this space, and one of the reasons why I called it HK Studio, so HK and that logo comes from my band HollowKin, so the HK is our logo, and I wanted it to be our home, our spiritual, emotional home, very inspired by bands like While She Sleeps, because I know that they've got like their own lockup and their own kind of warehouse, and I know that a lot of bands do. So since we've had this space, it's been so cool that we've had the opportunity. We've done photo shoots here, we've recorded one of our music videos here, we've done loads and loads of content creation here, stuff that we've shared like on YouTube and on our Instagram and socials and TikTok and stuff, and we've had the ability to do it here, which is super cool. In fact, just today, James is the singer in the band, we were across here because we were recording some stuff. We're just about to launch a Patreon, which again, super excited about, but it gave us the opportunity to just kind of go, let's meet at the studio, we'll hang out, we'll record a few bits and pieces and just kind of casually enjoy the day. We didn't have to book out a room somewhere, find somewhere suitable. It's our space and we can use it kind of as and when we need to, around other bands that book in, of course, because it's still a business at the end of the day, but it's our studio, it's our space, and we can use it how we want, and that's just so super cool. And again, it just makes me so happy. I work incredibly hard for it. No one's given this to me. I've done it all off my own back. I took the business on with nothing but a loan and a dream and a goal, and that was it. And just the grit and determination to make it work and turn it around. So yeah, hopefully it comes across in this video how proud I am of this space. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Now the one thing that you're not going to get through the screen is the smell. It smells nice, it's clean, it's bright, it's welcoming, everything works. We've got lovely equipment here. I'm super proud. I've got accounts with the guys at SE Electronics, so I'm an artist for SE Electronics, which is sick, so I get their microphones, which is amazing. We got accounts with Didario and Ernie Balls, so I've got access to all of that kind of stuff, which is, again, just blows my mind that I kind of am in with those companies now, which is amazing. So I'm hoping that we can work together in the future, because the company that provides like Ernie Ball, they also provide things like Moore and their like G4S range and stuff like that. So there's loads of opportunities with having this space, and that's kind of the reason it's super important to me, and I'm really proud of this space. This space is just have become everything to me over the last 9 or so months that we've had it. I'm so incredibly proud of it, and I wanted to share it with you. So that's the studios where I record all of my live tones. When I'm doing anything with amps, anything loud, anything with microphones, you'll see me in like a black room, and that's the big room or the small room, whichever one I'm using, and that's where we're at, that's where we are here. So let's take it to my home office now, and that's where I record all of my kind of general like guitar stuff or talking videos, things like that. So anything where I'm just plugging straight into a laptop, that's where I'll film 75% of my content. Let's check it out. All right, welcome to my home office or my home studio, whatever you want to call it. This is where most of my content and songwriting gets done. This is a little room in my home that I am very fortunate that my wife allows me to have. It's a little place where I can escape to upstairs, away from the hustle and bustle of family life, and kind of do what I need to do when it comes to music. This is also where I work. I'm self-employed. I own the studio, like I said. That's got quite a lot of admin to it, but I also do other bits and pieces, including like videography and content creation. Anyway, that's by the by. This is my home office, so let me give you a real quick tour of what we've got going on here. Alright, so this is my guitar rack where the majority of the guitars that I play most often live. So at the front there, you've got my Traveller EG1 guitar. We've got my Squire guitar that I was given by Green Day when I played with them. There's a video on that. There's a video on all of these actually. Behind that, the white one, that's my Legator G7AX or G7XA. I always get it the wrong way around. It's my Ghost 10th anniversary Legator. Then you've got my Schecter C7, followed by my PRS SE Mark HollowKin SVN guitar. Then it's my Epiphone Mahaffey Les Paul, and then just behind that, that's my bass. That is my Harley Benton something bass. No idea what it is. It's got 5 strings and it's tuned to drop A, and I just use it for my tracking. Up on the wall, that is not my guitar, that belongs to Mark. Mark is my guitar tech. He runs an awesome Lutherie company called Works Guitar Repairs. Shout out to Mark, as always. And then right next to it on the wall, this is a guitar I haven't done a video on yet, but there will be one coming very soon. This is my first ever guitar. This is the one that begun it all. And I'm not gonna give too much away about it because I'm gonna do a separate video about it. But that is my first ever guitar, still got it. It's gone through many different iterations over the years. And yeah, I'm gonna talk more about that when the time is right. Over here at my desk, I've always got a guitar next to me. Now I feel like this is a device that, what's that? Who's that on my iPad? Is that my band HollowKin? You should definitely check us out. We're on Spotify and all other streaming platforms. Anyway, this little device here by D'Addario, not sponsored. This thing here is like a clamp. I've never seen one before. I've got a trade account with D'Addario for the studio shop, and I saw this on the website, and it's like this desk clamp, and then you can put a guitar on it, and you don't need like a separate guitar stand or anything. It's absolutely like amazing. I feel like everyone should have one. They're not super expensive, but they're so good, and it just saves you having a guitar stand on the floor, and then your guitar stand can just lean against your desk, and it's not going to fall over. It's so cool. Anyway, and there's my desk. That's where everything happens. I've always got Metal Gear Solid playing behind me because I absolutely adore the Metal Gear Solid game series. I'm a huge nerd for it. I love it. I love it almost as much as I love Jurassic Park, but yeah, I've always got it playing behind me on the screen, and people often comment on that, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, laptop is where all the kind of magic happens. That's just running on SLO 100 Neural DSP plugin most of the time when I'm doing tones and stuff, but I always make sure I say in the videos what I'm doing. Some cool stuff that I got up on the walls up here, some special kind of stuff that I always like to keep nearby. There's my Dimebag figurine. That was released just after he died, and it's something that I have had always displayed wherever my guitars are because he's such a massive inspiration to me. And I thought it was only appropriate that these were next to him. These are empty, unfortunately. So this is a beer can from a festival that we played last year in 2024. And it was really cool because the festival was at a brewery, at Moore Brewery, which is a brewery in Bristol, which is near to where I live. And it's really cool because on here somewhere, there, that's, oh, in focus, here we go, is HollowKin. And we've never been on a beer can before, and it's just really cool. I thought that was a really fun thing, so I've always kept a couple of cans. I've got one can left, and I've been saving it. It's at the studio in the cupboard, and I've been saving it. So one day I will enjoy that. But yeah, so they live up there. More Lego. Something else I always keep on my desk is my PS Vita as well. I am a massive PS Vita fanboy. In fact, we should, I reckon, have Metal Gear Solid on here because I'm just working through Metal Gear Solid 3 again for about the 9,000th time in my lifetime. I love the PS Vita, huge PS Vita fanboy. I think it was way ahead of its time and wasted potential, but that's a conversation for another day. Let me know if you like a PS Vita. I'd love meeting and chatting to the PS Vita fans. So yeah, if you're one, sound off in the comments, let me know. And this is Winton. Winton is the best good boy. Aren't you, buddy? Winton? He's in protective mode at the moment because Mummy's out, aren't you? Scratchy scratches. You want some scratchy scratches? Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Who's the best boy? Hey? Yes, you. You're the best boy. Okay, back to the studio. Over on the wall behind me over here, I've got loads of just Jurassic Park Lego because I love Lego. I love Jurassic Park. That's the end of that. And then this is my microphones. This is what I use for all of my videos, all my content when you see a microphone in front of me. There's the SE Electronics Dynacaster, and this is like their take on an SM7B by Shure. This is really cool though, because if you've ever seen content creators with that red preamp in front of their microphones, this has got that built into it. This has got one of those dynamite sticks, which is where the name the Dynacaster comes from. So yeah. And then over on the desk, that's just a fresh pack of pics. 1.5s or nothing. I don't want to hear anything more about it. More Lego. I've got to put it on the floor because there's no room on my shelves for all this Lego. I also keep this Halloween cassette always in my office where I can see it, where I make all my videos. That was a very kind gift from Sean Plays Guitar. He sent that to me when he sent me the Dude Alert pedal that I did a video on all the way from America, and I was just so stoked to be part of that whole reviewing kind of series. I'll leave a link in the card so you can check it out if you want to. And that is my studio tour, at least for 2025. Who knows, maybe we'll do another one next year. That's also, I guess, my guitar collection for 2025. So maybe we'll do one again next year. I've got a couple other guitars, but they're downstairs and they're probably not really worth mentioning at the moment. They're just acoustics. Who needs them? Anyway, I will leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me today for this fun little studio tour. I just wanted to kind of share some behind the scenes of where I make all my content, kind of show off my studios because I'm super immensely proud of them, and I love this little creative space that I've carved out in my house here as well. Have you got somewhere in your house? I know everybody's kind of different with the space they've got. Like some people I know live in flats, so they can't really have loads of loud equipment. I've got friends who have got like smaller properties where they've got like all their guitar stuff set up in the front room. I'm really fortunate that I've got this room in my house where I can be creative, but is that something that you've got as well? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to mix it up with you, or anything else you want to talk about that I brought up in this video. Love having a chat down in the comments, and I always make sure I reply to every single comment that I get, so it'd be cool to have a conversation with you down there. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you once again for joining me. If you've enjoyed it, please feel free to hit subscribe, and I will catch up with you in another video in the future. And that is everything I have to say. In a bit.